Facebook and send us a message. Don't forget that eye exams correlate to your whole body health too. It's not just new glasses and contacts. So come see me, Dr. Katina Simmons, at the all-new Griswold Eye Care, formerly Dr. Zuckerbrand's. Hope to see you soon.
Hi, this is Lisa Griffin of Eastern Connecticut Savings Bank. Well, some banks offer checking account rewards, and some banks rebate ATM withdrawal fees. At Eastern, we say, why choose? Check out our Kasasa checking accounts and find out how you can get both. For more information, visit bankeasternct.com, call us at 860-889-7381, or stop by any of our branch locations today. Eastern Connecticut Savings Bank with offices in Norwich, Jewett City, and Plainfield. Member FDIC. Do you, Kasasa?
Don't just wish for a winning deal, make it Dish. It will make it real. Don't just wish, make it Dish.
Hey everyone, this is Ellis Dish from Dish Motors. We're back better than ever with our new sales and service center on Route 32 in North Franklin. Everyone says there's nothing better than dealing with the dishes, and here's why. Selection. We have the area's largest inventory of off-lease, one-owner vehicles of all makes and models. You name it, we got it, or I'll get it for you at no additional charge. Quality. Each vehicle goes through a rigorous 120-point safety and quality check. Nothing leaves the lot without my personal approval. Convenience. We have financing sources for almost any situation. We offer on-site registration processing, and we have maintenance programs for years of stress-free ownership. And now open for all your maintenance needs. Our full-service repair facility, where oil changes start at just $19.99. Call today for your appointment or just stop by. So save thousands and deal with the dishes. Route 32, North Franklin. Or check us out online at dishfranklin.com. Or ring us, 860-383-4750.
Don't just wish, make it Dish.
Did you know that Allstate Insurance, the Trahan agency, has 2 offices now, Plainfield and East Lyme? And that's good news for you, since Kevin Trahan has been in the insurance business for well over a quarter of a century. Plus, he's easy to find. Just search in any browser, Kevin Trahan, Allstate Insurance. And when you get to his Facebook page, you'll find tons of helpful information on questions you may not even have thought to ask. Allstate Insurance, Trahan Agency, Plainfield, and East Lyme. Proud sponsor of Griswold Youth Football.
I can probably hit the green from here.
Probably.
Can I get a mulligan?
Ready to go?
Hey, are you sure you're okay to drive?
Yeah, I'm pretty sober. Yeah, I'm probably okay.
Probably okay isn't okay, especially when it comes to drinking and driving. If you're drinking, call a cab, a car, or a friend. Buzzed driving is drunk driving. A message brought to you by NHTSA and the Ad Council.
Your community radio.
Live from Main Street.
Mike Minarski and Paul Lash in the morning. 80s all day and night.
SNSN.
Your community radio.
Live from Main Street.
Mike Minarski and Paul Lash in the morning and 80s all day and night.
SNSN.
Like they always say things that aren't stupid usually. And when they are stupid, it's funny.
I find it ironic. As soon as we turn the switch on to go live, all of a sudden, internet sucks in here. I'm not kidding you. It's happened like the last few days. It's like all of a sudden, boom, it just goes away. There we go. Oh, it's back now. Well, it wasn't. It wasn't totally gone, but it was ridiculous. You know what else I find very, very odd?
What's that?
Is that there's a new show in town when it comes to internet, right? So,
Yep.
So before it was Atlantic Broadband, which has now become Breezeline.
Yep.
Which is, they always beat the crap out of Frontier because Frontier just didn't have the speeds.
They
through
didn't.
DSL, right?
No, they didn't know.
So they weren't even really even a player in the game.
Not really.
So in comes another provider like Atlantic Broadband / Breezeline, and here comes Comcast's Xfinity.
Yep.
Comcast being the parent company, Xfinity being the residential brand that they go under.
Yeah.
Well, all of a sudden, you get reps from everyone showing up. Hey, how's service? You doing well?
Really?
Yeah. Do you have any questions about us? Can we answer them for you? Where the hell were they the last 5 years?
No. I know.
Atlantic Broadband didn't stop here once. I literally got an email. Hey, Mike, Long time no talk. And I literally wrote back and I said, weird that all of a sudden you're contacting me because Comcast has come to town.
Yeah. Well, you know the story with Comcast, right?
Tell me.
They applied for.
Oh, it was years ago.
5 years ago,
Yeah.
they applied to provide service to the town of Griswold, or city of Jewish city of Griswold, and it finally got approved and going.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah. And as I told you,
it took a while.
It took a while. 5 years. Yeah, I actually switched.
Okay.
Saved some substantial money.
Yeah.
For a year. And the other thing I noticed, and I'm not trying to give these guys any kind of commercial crap, but and I brought over my home phone because I had my home phone on BreezeLine, and I was getting all kinds of crappy calls on BreezeLine because my landline. This one actually has spam protection on it. My calls now coming in for spam now were limited to nothing. So they've done something to approve the spam crap as far as the phone line goes. So, but yeah, well, I give it a shot. What the hell? They go up in a year, I'll go back to BreezeLine. Whatever,
I just find it ironic that all of a sudden they call.
I never got anything. Even when I left, they asked me, "Why'd you leave?" I told them price, and nobody ever responded. They didn't give a damn. So, what do they care? So that's the way it goes. But, and like I told you, and my internet used to go in and out all the time. It was a modem.
Yeah.
They came back and they replaced the modem and it stopped. So just food for thought.
No, I just noticed in the last week, especially.
Yeah.
Oh, really, right after, actually, it's been happening ever since I asked that guy, where were you in the last 5 years? Now all of a sudden it's starting to crap out.
Yeah, he said, "You want to do that to me? Go ahead."
Yeah. Goodness sakes.
Oh, well.
So.
Well, it's up to the individuals what they want to do. Some people don't like the change, but there is some substantial money difference.
Well, that's a good plug, Paul. There you go. It's one hell of a commercial you just gave to Comcast.
Yeah, well.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't think our broadcast is being shown out this morning.
Really?
Yeah. Either that or it's too early. I don't know.
Nobody around, huh?
Yeah.
Early. It's 25 or 9.
I know, but you also get, what happens is that Facebook sends it to Facebook, YouTube, whoever. They send it to the people they want to, or they think that are quote unquote interested.
Really?
Yeah. The best bet always is if there's any show creator or whatever that you want to follow, make sure you click the like and follow buttons on the on the YouTube or whatever, or else you're not going to get notified. It's kind of like, it's like anything else. I mean, they can, all right. So a lot of people will say, well, I didn't see it, in my newsfeed. Okay. Well, that may be because you don't really interact with that page.
Yeah.
Or pages or whatever.
It came across on my phone.
Because you interact with it all the time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, but, as far as the algorithm is concerned, what happens is that when somebody puts a post out there, they're literally battling with billions of posts to get relevancy in somebody's food line.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So if there's no relevancy, whatever, they just kind of skip over it because there may be other things that the algorithm deems more important. So that's how that stuff works.
Well,
same thing on Instagram, same thing on Facebook, YouTube.
Yeah.
It's all the same.
Oil prices are very important.
Huh?
Oil prices and gas prices are very important.
It is, but if you're not interacting with that stuff, you're not going to see it.
Okay.
For example, let's say that you a post comes through and it's kittens. Well, you may love kittens, so you click on it, right?
Yeah.
So what happens at that point is that if you click on a couple of posts they're like kittens.
Yeah.
Now it'll get sent to some of your friends or people on your friends list
Oh.
because they figure maybe that since they are friends with you, they are like-minded.
Gotcha.
So that'll happen. Now, what'll happen is if you keep clicking on like cat videos or some topic that you like or whatever, right? Then that social media platform is going to keep serving you
Gotcha.
that kind of stuff because they feel they're thinking that, oh, this is important to Paul
Gotcha.
because he will view these things more often than other things.
Gotcha.
So
apparently nobody likes us this morning.
No, I don't know what happened. It's not even a matter of that. I think they'll click on something, and if it's not interesting to them in the first 4 seconds, you lose them. They're gone.
Oh.
And that's what happens. They don't stick around. People don't stick around.
Hmm.
I mean, the people that have been, coming in and participating in this show for quite some time, they always kind of stick around. Like new people, if we're not pole dancing, it's not interesting enough.
That would be an interesting.
So then
That would be an interesting.
So then they go away. But literally, the benchmark is 4 seconds.
Wow. Man.
I mean, think about it. I mean, count to 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. If it's not interesting at that point, you haven't grabbed somebody's attention. Gone. Why do you think people like Dan Bongino, who has, I don't know, tons of followers, a political conversationalist, right?
Yep.
He yells and screams, and and people are like, whoa, I got to watch this. He must be talking about something important.
Yeah, that's true.
But then you find out that's it's all just a certain verbiage, and that's it.
Wow.
But that's what happens if you don't grab somebody's attention within 4 seconds, they're out.
Wow,
they are history.
Man,
how many times? All right, you ever flip through the channels?
Oh, of course.
How long before you flip to the next channel?
Fairly quickly.
There you go. That's what happens here.
Yeah.
It's no different. So, if people are watching the show, but instead of giving it a chance to say, oh, you know what, this may be a topic that I, can relate to.
Yeah.
They go and they find, and it'll be they'll stick to the very first topic. I mean, it could be just timing, where you click on something and all of a sudden they're talking about something, boom, at that very second. And that'll grab your attention. And that's what it is, because there are hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of thousands of everybody's a podcaster these days. Everybody's a podcaster.
That is true.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They've made it so easy. All you got to do is go to GameStop, and get a cheap ass headphones, microphone for $30. Stick it into your computer, and next thing you know, and you're a podcaster.
Wow. Man.
But quality is awful, but you still do it. Oh, goodness. You know what? I find YouTube to be useless as far as this platform is concerned.
Really?
Oh, yeah. I still send it out to YouTube, but YouTube we use predominantly for our sports broadcasting.
Well, that makes sense.
Huh?
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Wow.
So, speaking of sports, and I just want to kind of.
Oh, I thought somebody was coming in.
No. Here's something that honestly, it's really kind of up in the air right now what we're going to do.
Really?
For this summer, because Legion baseball is an opportunity.
Yeah.
Don't know, if we're doing Jewett City Little League this year. Don't know.
Wow.
I've tried to reach out, but haven't heard back. So,
Well, hopefully you'll hear back. People,
I hope.
Well, people liked it last year, right?
Yeah, I thought so. We got a lot of positive input from from that. So,
Well, give it some time, a little early yet.
yeah.
Yeah.
Let's hope, Yeah, so we don't know. I mean, because I've had a couple of people ask me, are you doing Jewett City Little League? Are you doing, I don't know.
Yeah.
And I don't want to end up being last minute and find out, well, we ended up doing something else.
Yeah.
So,
well, give it a little time.
Huh?
People are tied up with different things at the moment.
Sure. No, I get it. And I know people are busy or something like that.
Yeah.
But
yeah,
we just want to, we'd love to, well, it was so much fun last year.
No, we'll see what happens.
We'll see what happens. So we'll keep you posted on what sports opportunities that we're going to be broadcasting. It's very, very possible we're going to be doing a Legion game tomorrow.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Jewett City against Tri-Town, which is Putnam, North Grosvenor-Dale.
Tri-Town?
Yeah, there's more than one Tri-Town.
Because there's a Tri-Town in Colchester.
Yeah.
Oh, down that way.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But this one is like, I don't know if it's Tri-Town North or whatever, but it's Putnam, North Grosvenor-Dale, and maybe Woodstock. I don't know.
Oh.
So
going to be doing the ice skating stuff too, right?
What?
Ice skating.
Why we would? Well, I don't know where you're going with this.
Summer sport, ice skating.
Summer sport?
Yeah, ice skating. Ice skating on the pond.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we'll have the Northeast Connecticut curling championships coming up. So
I wonder if you could do curling without the ice.
You could have like ball bearings.
No, I wonder if you could just have something that floats on the water and you could push it along with something. There's a new sport. Freshwater curling. They don't use a broom.
They use a fishing pole.
Oh,
God. He's baited the hook. The rock has not sunk yet. It's moving.
Yeah. That'd be an interesting sport.
Freshwater curling.
If it was saltwater, it'd float more.
Yeah, I know. And we don't want that.
It's got to be freshwater.
Yeah, you got to have a little bit of a challenge there to make it float. So
yeah. Well, can't have water hockey because we already have water hockey, right?
Is that water polo?
Well, we could call it water hockey. Let's come up with some weird sports games.
There's not so many bloody noses in water polo, though.
No, not really.
So.
Yeah.
Not at all.
No. I mean, there must be something we could do with winter games during the summer. They're skiing, right? That's a winter and a summer sport.
I'm not Jim McKay from the wide world of sports. The agony and defeat. ABC's Wild World of Sports. I'm Howard Cosell. Monday Night Football.
Yeah.
Good morning, Victoria. Victoria, apparently you're the only I don't want to say non-spectator. Because you got people that are just sitting there and they're not saying anything.
No.
It's like, I wonder if they can see me.
Can
they see me? I don't know.
Yeah.
What's up, Victoria? How are you?
Yeah.
And Dean, thank you for liking the broadcast in two different ways. Dean's Corner and Dean Rubino. Classic.
Yeah.
Classic. All right. So the main question that I have today that I would really like to get people's, everybody's opinion on if they, if they want to give it, but I would love to get their opinions.
Mm-hmm.
Are high school graduation requirements the same today as they were 1 or 2 generations ago?
Yeah, interesting question.
So
yeah,
I'm gonna say no. I don't think they're the same at all. I think when my generation went through, it was much harder. Not that it was hard, but I look at today And it seems like all you got to do is show up.
Yeah.
And even if you don't show up, you know, I mean, and I don't want anybody to think that I'm putting any school in general out there.
Yeah.
Because I think there's a lot. I think there's,
it's not all kids either.
no.
Yeah. Some kids really probably studied, did all their work enough to pass and get high grades.
Right.
And then some kids said, well,
Well,
why should I?
You know what the excuse I hear all the time? Oh, it's because of COVID.
Well,
it's because of
maybe
COVID.
a couple of years ago it was COVID, but not now.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, come on, that's better.
But did kids end up getting into a routine that they can't get out of because of COVID? Now all of a sudden, boom, they're back in the classroom again. You know, these are all questions that, you know, I don't know if, you know, I never heard asked.
No.
So
I don't know. That's a good question. Whether it's because of what it was a year or two ago versus now,
Yeah.
I don't know. Who knows? I don't know.
I don't know the answer to that question. That's why I was hoping that somebody would participate in this one today.
Is it that?
I'm curious.
Is it that, or are people afraid to say stuff?
Why would they be afraid to say something?
Because of the way everybody interprets everything now. You can't say anything without somebody getting upset over something. There are certain phrases you can't say. You can't call somebody a certain type of name. You can't call this. Everything's being changed. All the names for different historical sites are being changed because for some reason it was, you know, they were against something.
We had a little thing last night. We were outside talking to our neighbors that are going to go ahead and, hey, good morning, Joanne. Tish, what's going on? Tish in Texas. We were talking to our neighbors who are going to be watching our dogs, you know, while we are on vacation. And the young lady, Brittany, says, I can't tell them apart because they're a couple of little Shih Tzus.
Yeah.
And I said, well, it's very easy. I said, you know, Howie has the white face. And then, and I specifically said, Henry has the one that looks like an ink blot. Got him right in the middle of his face. Melissa goes, yeah, he's the one. He's got the black face. And I went, whoa. And I looked at her and I said, you can't say black face. You can't do it. But the thing is that I knew exactly where she was coming from. It's completely harmless.
Yeah.
You know, it was not meant to anything. Yeah. But you don't know if somebody's walking down the street because you know on the curb and saying, "What'd you say?"
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's true. But if you a lot of the blackface stuff was not disrespect. It was the minstrel shows, and they were interpreting how the music was done back then by the people who were slaves.
I'm not trying to be comical.
I know you're not, but I'm just telling you that the blackface was basically people imitating how the slaves used to play their music, you know?
Okay.
And I think that's what that whole minstrel thing was about. Not necessarily being negative against by coloring their face with blackface.
Right.
That's not what the intention was. The intention was them trying to act like, you know, the people who were doing those songs many, many years ago, you know?
Okay, let's see. Joanne says good morning. Laura says good morning. Yeah. And Victoria, you can say blackface. Your dog has a black face.
Yeah.
Yes, but I will say that everything is open these days to interpretation.
Well, if somebody heard you.
Exactly. And if they don't know what context that you're speaking in, that's why I specifically said,
that's right.
If somebody's walking down the road and, you know, on the sidewalk in front of my house, and then somebody only hears the two words, black face, they may stop and go, what? Depending on what their personal beliefs are.
Yeah. But let's go back.
I know it sounds silly, but, you know, this is something that maybe 30 years ago, you don't even think of.
No.
40 years ago, you don't even think of it. But it's out there. There's so many different phrases that are just taboo now that even though Melissa didn't mean anything by it. And there were no repercussions. But I'm just
Yeah, I
saying,
know,
there's a lot of woulda, coulda, shouldas in this
But
world.
let's bring that back now to a discussion of kids in school.
Okay.
You think maybe that has something to do with it?
What, blackface?
No, everything that's changing. That you can't do this. I'm just using that. You use blackface as an example, but had that anything to do with it? I can't be Jim. I got to be him.
Okay.
I can't be Mary. I got to be her.
Or he, or him, or she, or her.
Geez, I wear my dress today, so am I a transgender? I can't go into the boys' bathroom because I'm wearing a dress. I mean, those are all kinds of things today. Is that what's impacting kids today? I'm sure it has something to do with it.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
I'm sure there are a lot of things. There's so many things that are changing, socially.
Yeah.
There are so many things that are changing economically. I mean, the whole world really is flip-flopping.
Yeah.
It's like a fish on the side of the road out of the water. It's just flopping around. That doesn't have any direction at all.
Yeah. I mean, that's what kids are putting up with. They're all on social media. If they do something that's out of the ordinary, they're getting picked on and by other kids because they did something that was odd.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, does that have something to do with the way they're acting? The reason why they don't care about a lot of the things that are going on? I'm not saying all kids, but
I don't know.
If you don't know, we're not, I mean, why are they putting mental psychologists in school now to help kids?
Well, there's always been psychologists.
I know, but now it seems to be more and more and more and more. They want it. I don't know.
Because everything that we knew growing up is going away.
But yeah, everything we do.
There's always progression, right?
Yeah.
Things change, but they're taking everything
away. Oh yeah.
And flipping it around. I mean, who never thought? I never would have thought this. Transgender bathrooms or in a high school.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Feminine hygiene products in the typically known as the boys' room.
Right.
Yeah. Would you ever thought to do that when you were in high school? No, me either.
I don't, and I think that if you've got a transgender girl going into a boy's bathroom, I don't think the kids today would really care. It's nothing to them.
Because they're woke.
Although we got to keep in mind, kids at that age are in the puberty stage.
Yeah, I think it's dangerous.
It's very dangerous because you don't know, what could happen. Same way, the other way around, when you got boys going into girls' bathrooms.
Laura says it depends on what they're taking for classes at the high school level. She believes, and
okay,
and she goes, there are more options depending on the school as far as course selections, AP, CP, general, VOAG, trade schools.
Well, I think a lot.
Victoria, I just wanted to your point. Victoria said her kid would care. You said kids don't care these days.
Well, there you go. So some kids wouldn't care.
See, now my daughter Rihanna probably wouldn't care.
There you go. So it depends on the kid. Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah. And I think in school now they're teaching more classes that are more low-level college-related classes too. I mean, I think the curriculum is up. Is up much higher now than it was when we were going to school. Yeah.
So you think that the course of study is different today?
No, I think it's a little more towards college.
Well, I
think it's up.
Are you smarter than a fifth grader?
I'm not.
See what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, so that has changed too.
Yeah.
So what about the subject of anxiety?
Well, there's a lot of that.
Social anxiety.
There's a lot of that.
Is that a thing or is it created? Is it an excuse?
No, that's the thing.
I mean, you can go back and forth. I think it's a thing, but I think also it's a thing that I think some people let it control them.
It's not just kids. It's
adults too.
Middle-aged adults that have it too.
Yeah, I know people that will not call on the telephone to make an appointment to the doctor. They will not call on the phone to order a pizza. They won't do it because they don't want to talk to other people. We're so used to texting on this thing right here. We will text people from the bathroom to the bedroom, from the living room to the garage, instead of just getting up off our ass and saying, "Hey, what do you want for dinner?" We're texting it.
Beef.
And we're getting to the point, where it's like the more social interaction through device, just means that we're not somebody that is coming in that has a key. Oh, hey, what are you doing here?
I was out and about, so I figured I'd stop by.
You're out and about. Wow. Come on, we're bashing.
What are we bashing?
We're bashing. There's a reason why you're here.
No.
Is here? Come on over here.
No, I just finished over at the high school, so I figured I'd stop in.
Come on over here. Because I kept the door locked this morning. I'm looking at somebody's here that has a key.
Oh,
So you gotta move a little closer.
oh, I can't get down now.
There we go. Gotta do the best we can. So Melissa, everybody, Melissa.
Blackface herself.
We talked about, we mentioned the blackface thing last night with Howie and Henry.
Okay.
And I had said that because you had said, "Oh, Howie's Henry's got the blackface."
Well, he does.
I know, and I said, did I not say, Paul? Nothing was meant by it. It was just totally innocent, and that's just
okay.
But I looked at you and I said, you can't say that. Just getting her up to speed, folks.
He's a dog that has a black face.
I know that, and you know that, but there could be somebody walking down the street. This is how disturbed we all are now as a race, right?
I guess.
Come on, you know it just as well as I do.
Mean, I guess. I don't know. I might be naive, but.
Oh, Victoria says, hi, Melissa.
Good morning. I was up early for my day off.
You're always up early.
Yeah, but I actually got out of bed and got moving and did stuff. I don't do that.
You were up and going. You had to get Cameron to school, right? For something?
No. Well, he got himself to school. No, I went down to meet the moms from Project Safeguard to hand out the swag bags and stuff.
Oh, so the kids already got their swag bags? What was in the? I know. So the things that I know that they were getting, did they get?
They got a T-shirt that says "Class of 2022."
Yeah, I knew about that.
With their names on the back.
Yeah.
And we gave them a tote bag that says Griswold alumni on it, and a beach towel that says GHS 2022.
Yep, I knew because I watched the guy make them.
Yeah, and a big metal coffee cup, big one, like it'll hold like a half gallon of coffee.
Like a big growler kind of thing.
Oh, it's huge.
Yeah,
and we filled it up with candy, so they got some good stuff. So, and Kate gave all the information for the Project Safeguard party tomorrow night. So,
all right, so they know where they're going.
They knew where they were going because the name was on the permission slip, because they had to sign waivers, so it wasn't one of those things that we could kind of keep really quiet. But now they all know where they're going because it was kind of announced today, and everybody had to fill out their permission slips. So.
Where are they? Where are they? They used to go like Paul. They used to go to like a lot of times in the past. They would go to the sub base.
Yes.
And they would party all night, or whatever, and they had different activities available to them. Yep. And you guys took them to where? Lake Compounds?
For who? Oh, Megan's class?
Yeah.
Class of 2018, we took them to Quasi.
Quasi, okay.
Yeah.
And it rained.
It rained. It would have been a lot more fun if it didn't rain because we had a lot of activities planned for them, but then it poured and we had to stay under the canopy and do stuff out of the rain.
So now where are they going this year?
Tree Trails in Mystic. It's like I guess it used to be Fields of Fire. It's like an outdoor obstacle course.
Oh yeah.
But they have a tons of things. They're gonna have like a DJ. There's tons of food. There's a hypnotist. There's like games. There's a ton of things for them. It's gonna be a party. So there's a lot for them.
They highlighted that on 61 about a month ago.
Oh yeah.
They had them climbing on the ropes and things like that. That's what it is. Yeah.
I think it'll be really fun for them.
Yeah.
It's something really different. It's something that
And it-
really we haven't done before as a group. So
you mean they haven't done in 20 years? Sounds like
Well,
Frank,
they've always-
Frank Davis resort to me.
no. Well, remember they always used to go to the sub base, and I
Yeah.
guess the sub base is not doing stuff right now because of COVID. So
COVID's not a thing.
okay. But I guess they haven't reopened
Yeah,
their
okay.
activities.
Do
or
they
whatever.
actually do it, or is it an outside organization
I have
that
no
comes
idea.
in?
I didn't go when Sam's class went to
Hmm.
sub base. I didn't go. I don't know.
It was still kind of cool. Like when they did the sub base, like they had a DJ, they were doing line dancing and all this stuff. They looked like they were having a blast.
Yeah, put them on a submarine, pull a cork.
You're not. So why a daytime trip instead of an all-nighter like they had been doing for the last
I'm not really
bunch of
sure.
years?
I don't know. I would assume it's just because of the venue, the nature of the venue. That's my assumption.
I think it's cool that they're doing something different.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Other than where you going? We're gonna go to sub base.
Those
You know,
places are they're very interesting because they're kind of like I've been to a couple of them where like team building. We
Mhm.
actually depend on somebody to get across
Right.
the ropes and things like that. It's actually kind of fun.
Yeah.
You can do it. Yeah.
Yeah, see, I couldn't do it. I'd be like, I'll wait. You guys go. I'll walk over to the other side. I'm gonna get a burger.
They're up pretty high. Too.
Yeah, they were warning
Yeah.
some of the kids about, if you're afraid of heights, there'll be other activities to do. 'Cause
Oh, I get
guess
bigger.
some of the
They're
things
on
are
a
really
rope and they're going.
Yeah,
like
they
this.
are. They're
Yeah.
like rope trails that go through the trees.
Yeah.
It's like an outdoor obstacle course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's exactly what it is.
What if they fall?
They got
They
straps.
they're harnessed in
Oh.
and they got safety gear on, helmets and
Yeah.
stuff.
And they would double rope you if you went. So you wouldn't have to worry.
Oh, thanks, Paul. It's a lot.
Well, you'd have a double rope with a double harness. You wouldn't worry.
Oh,
You're like a bungee.
Why can't I have just one? Are you saying it would snap?
No.
No.
Be in safety cautious.
God, safety cautious. So yeah, that's cool. That's cool.
Yeah, that's cool.
Fields of Fire.
Yeah, there you go.
But it's not called that anymore. It's
Tree trails.
Tree trails.
Yeah.
Why'd they change the name?
I don't know.
Fields of Fire sounds cool.
Maybe they have new owners or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's good for them to get outside.
Huh?
It's good for them to get outside. Do that kind of stuff.
That is a good idea. This because there's not a lot of that. Unless you're doing a sport.
Yeah.
With travel ball or school sport or something like that, staying inside. There's not a lot of outside play
No, it's
anymore.
good. It's good. It's good.
Yeah. So the other subject we had we actually were just kind of in the middle of it, but what?
I don't know.
The subject is it a lot easier now for kids to get through school more so than our generation or a generation before us?
I don't know. I think as with everything, it's what you put into it. I mean, if you want to succeed, you'll figure out a way to do it.
So when I was a high school senior, I did well in everything except history. I hated history.
Mm-hmm.
Couldn't stand it. Just didn't like it at all. And more so, I hated my history teacher.
Oh, maybe that's why you hated history.
Well, let's put it this way. I had Mr. Cannell for history at Griswold High School when I was a junior.
Is he still alive?
Oh, he is.
Yes,
Oh,
He
I
is.
hope he's not listening.
No. And I didn't hate history then. That was U.S. history. U.S. history 1. And I just didn't like it, didn't care. But I passed it and I was fine. But then I had Mrs. Berry as a senior.
Yeah.
And we didn't like each other. And it was evident. I didn't like her, she didn't like me.
Mhm.
And I didn't care if she liked me, to be honest with you. But I also wasn't participating either because I didn't like her.
See, that's probably
Come on,
the reason.
you
That's probably the
right.
reason why you didn't like history. You blamed it on the teacher.
No, I blamed it on I didn't like her and she didn't. All right, I'm 17 years old, right? I'm a kid.
Yep.
All right. It's up to the teacher to try to reach me, correct? Now, if the teacher doesn't reach the student anymore, what happens? Nothing. Nothing happens if the teacher doesn't reach the student. You're going to get pushed through anyway. We had a complete conference with the guidance counselor saying, Mike, you're not going to graduate. You're not going to graduate if you do not pass history because it's a requirement of graduation, and you need this class. And I had a 57 going into the third marking period, second half of the year, second semester. Well, I ended up passing, and I ended up with a 75 for the year.
Gift?
No.
Yeah.
No. Mrs. Barry left to have a baby.
Oh.
So then we had an interim history teacher, Mr. Thomas.
Gift.
He was almost 80 years old.
Gift.
Huh?
Gift.
And shut up.
He couldn't even hear you.
Huh?
Go ahead.
I heard you. No, he can hear you. Oh, no. He came into class going, and today I can play football. Like this. I remember he did the whole stance. I can do football with the best of you. And we're like, dude, stop. So anyway, he was actually a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And he was very interesting the way he taught the class. And I was thankful that he was there. Mrs. Barry was not. So, but I ended up passing on like the fourth mark compared to I got like a 93. But I cared. No, I did fine. I was doing fine in all classes. History was the only one. Right. And next thing I know, I'm told, oh, well, you're not going to graduate because you're missing this one class, even though I had B's in everything. Okay. So do kids get the golden push?
Well, based on history, maybe they did.
I know a child.
Yes.
That
name is Mikey. Go ahead.
No. I know a child that went ahead and got not the golden push, but had to go to summer school.
Mm-hmm. A lot of kids had to go to summer school.
And this is about, I want to say 13, 14 years ago.
Yeah.
They had to go to summer school. They could not graduate with the class. And then they had their own graduation after that.
There were years ago, a lot of parents got into, if the kids didn't make out too good, they kept them back. They stayed back a year. I don't think that happens today anymore.
No,
you have to stay
Really?
back.
What is the No Child Left Behind thing?
I don't know, but I know that they will do as much as they can to keep kids current with their class so that they don't stay behind too much. I mean, if they're going to keep kids behind, they usually do it in the lower grades. They don't do it so much in the higher grades. Yeah.
Yeah. I always hear like kindergartners staying back or
Yeah.
second graders staying back or whatever.
Right.
Yeah, I don't know. It's hard to say whether I mean,
And if they do push them ahead, they give them like a lot of remedial help to keep them with their grade.
Yeah.
Or they'll try to.
And this is not to fault the kids that actually
No,
go
no.
ahead and self-start and do their own thing.
Some kids are
You know,
just
and
immature
pass.
enough; they can't move on. Takes
Or-
another year.
But you want to know? You know something? Here's a big difference.
Mm-hmm.
I think between then and now is they're finding that the way there's always that one conventional way that teachers would teach, right? You'd have 5 rows of 5.
Mhm.
Everybody sat down with their pencil and they listened to the teacher and you took notes or whatever. And that was it. Kids don't react to that.
Yeah.
Kids don't, I'm a horrible test taker. Horrible. But I could have a conversation about a lot of things in high school. Didn't mean I didn't know it. I don't know. I would like multiple choice to be like, I'd get nervous because 2 of the answers would be really, really close. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then I would screw up and get the wrong
second
one.
guessing yourself.
Exactly. Why not have a conversation, open conversation about stuff? Because, if I'm going to the workplace and stuff like that, and I got to take a test, about, my employees, I'm not going to sit there and fill out the ink blotter to tell them what they need to do. You're going to have a conversation with them. You're going to have a conversation. So do they not push them through easier this year or in general, or is it just perception?
I don't know.
Because I don't know. No, nobody is participating this morning. So I don't think.
I don't know how they. Very seldom do you hear about kids staying back.
Yeah.
So what does that mean? I'm sure a lot of kids are doing the work and moving on, but then I'm sure there are some kids that are just flying by the seat of their pants.
Mm-hmm.
Like
happens.
some people.
But that happened. It happened with us
like
in my generation.
Like history might have been a subject that somebody might have pushed them through.
I think this is one of those subjects that we're on here. It's like, okay, we're not talking about extreme right-wing Republicanism or extreme left, being a Democrat. We're not pole dancing. And, tomorrow we're going to have strippers on SNSN. How's that?
On a pole.
Show. Strippers. That's right. Strippers on SNSN tomorrow.
Yeah, we're going to show you how to strip your desk.
Because damn well people will show up just to take a look and see what that car crash looks like. It's true.
It's true.
It's true.
Yeah.
You could say, we're going to have this subject, and this is why Springer was so popular, because it was a train wreck.
Oh, big time.
Is that what we should do? Should we do train wreck radio?
Please no.
We can do that if that's what floats your boat.
Yeah.
Don't do it.
Yeah, we can find out. We can go find out whose baby it is.
Yeah. Paul, you are not the father.
That's Maury.
Oh, somebody's at the doorbell.
Let me go check.
I was going to say, I can't get down off this thing now.
Melissa needs a step ladder.
I'm too high.
Can't say too high.
Stop. So ridiculous.
Oh my God. I kept the door locked today.
I guess you shouldn't have.
I don't know.
The woman upstairs.
What?
The woman next door.
Oh, Cindy?
Cindy.
Oh.
Yeah. So come back and see it later.
Oh.
She didn't know you were around there.
Okay. It's Wednesday. It's before 10 a.m.
Oh, well.
I give up. I freaking give up.
So maybe that's your problem. You give up too easy. Maybe
I've been here
maybe that was your history problem, and it's carried on for your radio career. You give up.
I've been here 6 effing years, Paul.
Yeah.
And when the next door neighbor doesn't realize that you're on the air till 10, oh God, I almost dropped an F-bomb. Then it may be time to say, well, let me see if Foxwoods is hiring.
Wow. Interesting. Maybe this subject is just not. We need to change the subject.
Sure.
No, I think we need to end today is what we need to do, because there's nothing going on. There's no participation today. There's none. Victoria is the only one that will say it's said a couple of things, so we appreciate that. But there's no participation today, so
nobody cares about.
It's the last day of school. Everybody's excited. It's a
maybe
beautiful day.
That's true. Maybe
that's it.
Maybe they're all having a good time.
So we'll take the day off too.
Are we going out for graduation tonight?
No, we're gonna have dinner at our house tonight.
Oh boy, can hardly wait for that one.
I gotta go to Walmart and get some groceries. Make dinner.
Can't say Walmart. Well, it's the
right,
other stores feel bad, because
I spread it out. I'll go to Walmart, Aldi, and Target.
We kind of do that anyway. Can't say Target. It's a military thing.
Target.
There you go.
Be. No, Target's related to gun control.
Yeah. All right, we'll see you tomorrow. Not sure why.
Hi, My name is Dr. Katina Simmons. I'm the optometrist and the new owner of Griswold Eye Care, formerly the office of Dr. Joel Zuckerman. I would like to welcome you and your family to make an appointment today for an eye exam. Even though the name has changed, we are still providing the same family-friendly eye care as Dr. Z. We are located at 8 North Main Street in Jewett City. You can also find Griswold Eye Care on Facebook and send us a message. Don't forget that eye exams correlate to your whole body health too. It's not just new glasses and contacts. So come see me, Dr. Katina Simmons, at the all-new Griswold Eye Care, formerly Dr. Zuckerbrand's. Hope to see you soon.
Life is full of choices. At Jewett City Savings Bank, we can make one choice easy, finding the right checking account. We offer a range of affordable accounts to fit your budget and needs, and each gives you the freedom to access your money the way you want, online, through our mobile app, or with your